Okay guys, for this video we're going to talk about 3 sounds. We're going to talk about k, g, and ng. Okay, all those sounds live way far in the back. They're the farthest back tongue that we make with our sound that we make with our tongue. So it's again kind of harder for kids to visualize what this sound looks like, what their tongue's supposed to be doing. So it takes a lot of these kind of visual cues. So I will take my hand again as the top teeth here, and then this is my tongue, and I tend to turn it over for this because I say, okay, we want the tip of our tongue to stay down, and the back of our tongue is going to push up in the back, right here by our very back molars. We're going to push that back of the tongue up and hold the tip of the tongue down and go k, k, g, g. Okay, so k and g are like all those other pairs we've talked about, made the same way with the tongue, just the difference of turning on our voice for g versus k. Some other helpful things to kind of help kids do k and g if they're having a really hard time just figuring out how to say the sound. I'll get out a handy tongue depressor. They don't really like it sometimes, but it's what's best for them sometimes. So I'll say, okay, we're going to open our mouth and let our tongue rest in the bottom. And then I'm going to hold the tip of your tongue down, because for kids, most of the time, instead of saying k and g, they'll say t and d. You know it, you've heard it. As adults in this society, we pretty much just interpret it for what it's supposed to be. You know, like a dod is surely going to be a dog to a kid because there's no such thing as a dod. A take during somebody's birthday, I'm going to get some birthday take. We automatically know it's cake. It's a really common error. But to keep them from doing the t and d here up behind their front teeth, I'll hold down the tip of their tongue with the tongue depressor and encourage them to push that tongue back like this. So it'll be something like this. And oftentimes I'll let the kids help hold on. They'll hold closer to their mouth and I'll hold farther down, just so they know that I'm not going to stick it all the way in their mouth and choke them. I'm not trying to press it down too hard on their teeth or anything like that. I'm really just trying to keep that tip of that tongue down. As they get better at it, then I let them hold it down themselves without my help. And so for some kids, it just takes that mass practice of just going ka, ki, ku, ko, k with the tongue depressor. And then we try to do less and less with the tongue depressor until they can say it on their own, and then we'll start building it into sounds. So the cue I usually give is just a touch in the far back, because to signal that their tongue is supposed to go back. Sometimes I'll do this to help them remember it's cat, cat, or go, go, that kind of signal. Ing is kind of the same way. It's not really one that I have any kids right now that I'm working on it with, but like king, so it's got that in, but we don't make it like a normal in. We don't make it up here. We just close off all the sound, king, so the sound's coming out our nose, king, and go that way. All right, let me know if you have any questions.